welcome! This is our very first episode of Comfy Coffee Chats, where we're keeping it casual, sipping on local brew, and answering your tough tax and finance questions. I'm Nichole and I'm here with Sarah. She's the owner of SMP Business and Tax Services. Let me tell you, she has over 10 years in the tax game, and I swear, just some insane insights. So, Sarah, why did you want to start this series?
Well, over the last 10 years, I've gotten tons and tons of questions, the same questions over and over. And I thought, what better way to answer the questions than by having a quick chat, making it friendly and fun, and also being able to support local businesses.
Today, we're answering the question, why is there no federal withholding coming out of my paycheck? So, Sarah, how often do you get asked this question?
Well, since I do payroll for small businesses and I do individual income tax returns, I get asked this question far too frequently. Probably at least 100 times this year. Wow. 3 times in the last week alone.
Oh, why aren't they coming out of my paycheck?
Well, it all comes down to your W-4. When you start at your new job, you fill out a W-4 form. That form is going to dictate whatever amount of withholding is going to come out of your check for the whole entire year.
Okay. So if there's no federal withholdings coming out, do I need to update my W-4?
Yeah. If you want withholding to come out, yes.
Okay. And what would I do to go about that?
Well, you have to start with making sure you're selecting the right tax status. So if you select, the first thing on the form has single, head of household, married filing jointly, or married filing separately with withholding at the higher tax rate. That is going to dictate the first step of what is going to be withheld. Okay. The tax status that you select dictates your standard deduction amount. But wait, there's more. You also get to deduct more for your children.
So having kids saves me money on my taxes?
Yes.
So
$2,000 for every kid under the age of 17.
What?
$500 for those over 17, and also your dependent parents. So the big difference between those 4 different categories is the standard deduction amount. For single, you're going to get the lowest amount. Head of households or married filing jointly is going to be the highest amount, double what single is, and head of households somewhere in between. If you mark that form that you're married filing jointly and you have 2 kids, you're never going to reach it if you're at that threshold. If you're a part-time worker making $15 an hour, you're never going to get close to that withholding threshold.
Okay. But what if my husband has income and we owe taxes?
There's a couple things you can do. First, you can mark the box in 2C saying that you both work. Other things you can do are report your additional income and or credits in boxes 4A and 4B, or you can do a calculator and you can figure out exactly how much you want withheld on every single paycheck, and you put that amount in box 4C.
Well, thank you, Sarah, for coming on here and answering these tough questions. I know that I understand it a lot better, and I feel like I'm one step closer to this whole adulting thing. Well, thank you for joining us. Before we go, we want to give a huge shout out to Chemung Hills Golf and Banquet Center, located in Howell, right in Livingston County. They provide the coffee for today, and it was exactly what I need. It was really rich and bold. I could smell it when I walked in. Oh my goodness, it was insane. I instantly had a craving. So it's satisfied now. Well, thank you for joining us today. If you have questions, leave them in the comments and we'll tackle them on upcoming episodes. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time.